With Delhi's air pollution levels being declared as a public health emergency, all primary schools, both private and state-run, have been shut in the capital today. The dangerous pollution levels have been visible, with looming layers of smog further pushing the Delhi government to restrict any outdoor activity, including the morning assembly for students in grade 5 and above. The neighbouring city of Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh, primary sections of all schools will be closed today and tomorrow, while in the Haryana state, schools will now start at 9 a.m. till the end of November. And Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodiya had advised residents of the national capital to avoid morning and evening walks as the pollution levels spell serious health hazards. As far as measures to curb the situation, Supreme Court appointed panel has recommended measures like increasing parking fees, also to discourage the use of cars and also reduce metro fares to push using public transport more. The Air Quality Index, which measures, in fact, how much toxic particulate matter is in the air, has been dubbed as severe, with, in fact, the PM levels hitting 451 in Delhi on a scale where the maximum reading is 500. Anything above 100 on the scale is termed as unhealthy. The reason behind Delhi's alarming figures are believed to be vehicle emissions, crop burning and dust from construction sites. Joining me live on the program is our correspondent Nagin Singh, who is in Delhi and has been seeing what is exactly happening to the environment. Nagin, good morning. I hope you're safe out there and able to breathe. But what are you seeing? I'm sure you've been to a lot of places to inspect as to what the condition is of the polluted air, the smog that has been in New Delhi and the surrounding area.
Good morning, Jessica. So we are traveling around Delhi since morning 6 a.m. and the situation has worsened from yesterday, and this is going to continue for another 3 days according to the reports that we have from the Meteorological Department and from Central Pollution Control Board, as they have said that because of the change in the current situation and the weather situation, the humidity in the air has increased from 80 to 90%, and also the wind behavior, it is because of the wind behavior and the wind from the western side, it is bringing a lot of pollution, and the eastern wind, this is not really effective on ground level, and because of this the pollution is going to stay. And today the situation has worsened, and we saw a few of the children going to the school, which was a surprise because yesterday Manish Sisodiya decided that the school should be shut for 2-3 days. However, I think, or I believe that these schools haven't really received the orders from the schools. That is the reason that the children were going to the schools.
Right.
And
Nagin, that is in fact really alarming because, the PM level index, which is in fact higher towards Ghaziabad side and Noida side, what we're being told in fact is that the schools are really not shut in those areas. And as you mentioned, these are little small children. How would they survive a smog like these when adults like us cannot?
Absolutely, we are reporting from here, and we can feel the irritation in our eyes, also in our in the nose because of the pollution. And this is something because of which the elderly and children will be highly affected. The Medical Council of India and also the Doctors Association, they have come up with advisory that children or elderly should not come out of the houses. This is an emergency-like situation, a health emergency situation, and this is the reason that they have suggested that you should not come out at all unless it is very urgent for you or emergency situation for you to come out. So the overall situation of Delhi is not going to change for another 2 days at least, and few of the reasons which increase the pollution or the particulate matters in the environment is stubble burning, and stubble burning is not going to stop for another week because the harvest season is not over yet. Also, the other things, the construction, and as you talked about the eastern Delhi near Noida or the NCR areas. So few of these areas, there are few plants, and these are the areas where you have the factories and which emit a lot of particulate matters. And this is the reason that we see higher pollution or higher level of particulate matters in these areas. Especially we travel to Patparganj, and there the particulate matters were found above above danger level. So it is in severe level, very poor conditions. Yesterday, it was around 4 to 6 times higher than the standard level. Today, we are still to get the exact report or the updated report, but what we saw with the report we saw from our eyes that it was full of smog and particulate matters were, you can really feel it when you are standing outside the house.
Absolutely, Nagin, and a small advice, you do wear a mask when you step out because you are important to us. Also, Nagin, talking about masks, some places are taking advantage of this health hazard and are selling masks at an even higher rate than what they're supposed to be. I mean, at this point in time, aren't they supposed to be really cheap for people to be able to avail them, rather than making it overpriced and making it, in fact, difficult for residents to come out and buy them?
Jessica, let me tell you that the entire business of masks, this is going to boom now. Okay, and we spoke with Dr. K.K. Agarwal, who is the national president of Indian Medical Association. And what he said is that these masks are not really going to help. The best you can do is not to just come out of your house. So the business will boom, people will buy masks, but this is not really going to be helpful. It is surprising. I mean, even if we hear about it, that the masks are not going to help, but the reality is, yes, it is not going to help with particulate matter 2.5 particles, which are very, very, very small in size. And the quality of masks that we see for 100 rupees or 200 rupees, these are not the same kind of masks that can really save you. There are few masks which has been advised, which are of better quality, and it costs you around 1,000 rupees or 1,200 rupees. But any normal mask is not going to help. And but people, of course, to be safe, they are going to buy it, and the business will be booming in Delhi, and people are going to utilize this occasion also for their own benefits. But again, finally, the masks, we need to be sure that which mask is is really going to help. Then only it is advisable to wear a mask. Otherwise, it is not of any help.
Absolutely, Nagin, and since keen on that advice, I advise you also to wear a mask and not let your health get affected there. Do take care. That was Nagin Singh, our correspondent, joining us live from New Delhi, telling us about the latest particulate matter levels and the pollution and the smog in the air.